Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I have a beautiful makeup look planned out for you guys today and I'm actually wearing it right now as you can see. So today we are taking it back to the basics and getting inside of this refreshed makeup tutorial. I'm going to be teaching this step by step on how to achieve the look from the skin to the eyes to the lips. I feel like this is great if you've kind of been out of touch with your makeup routine lately, want to learn new tips and tricks, need a refresh in your makeup kit. I feel like for a while I was a little uninspired with makeup. I was kind of just over the things I was using and kind of like, you know, just trying to figure out what is that go-to makeup look for me, and this kind of has been it. It's beautiful. I hope you guys enjoy it. Today's video is also very special because I'm working with Makeupforever and I'm going to be talking to you guys all about their new Ultra HD matte setting powder. This flawlessness you guys see is all from that powder. It is truly magic and it is just a beautiful item that I love. So if you guys are interested, continue watching, and without further ado, let's get into today's video. I am so excited to get into today's makeup tutorial. So as you guys can see, I have nothing on my skin. I wanted to come on here barefaced so you can see how my skin looks without any products on, and we can do this from A to Z. So the number one most important step in this makeup routine and any makeup routine in general is your skincare routine. It's important that you prep the skin before you go in with any products so that everything can lay nicely. So as for me, my skin is on the normal to dry, sometimes textured side. So I treat all those areas before. I did a quick peel today, which helped out with like dryness and texture that I get like on my cheeks sometimes and also on my forehead. I also went in with my serum, my moisturizer, eye cream, and then I did prime as well. So this is the outcome of my skin. It's nice and glowy, it's moisturized, and it feels really, really good. So now that my skin is ready to go, I'm going to start off by applying on my foundation. And today I'm going to be using the Makeupforever Ultra HD foundation. This is in the shade Y365. Y just stands for more of a yellow undertone, which is what I have. This is a medium to full coverage, but I do about 2 rounds of foundation to build it up, and it looks beautiful on the skin. I applied that much on right there to my little palette. I haven't used these in forever and I forget how nice they are versus doing it like on my hand or anywhere else. So now what I'm gonna do is apply this on with my kabuki brush, and I'm first gonna just tap it where I need it. And then once I feel like we have a pretty good amount on, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next side, kind of disperse the product all over my skin. I'm doing more of like the tapping, pressing motion because I'm trying to get more coverage out of this. About this foundation, a couple things to know about it is that it is a medium to full coverage, but it leaves this beautiful, soft, radiant finish on the skin. They also have this foundation available in a stick formula, which happens to be one of my favorite stick foundations. It leaves you a little bit more dewy, but my goodness, the coverage is incredible on it. It looks just so nice on the skin. So now I'm going in with a second round of foundation just to get a little extra coverage, and I'm mainly targeting the second round of foundation right in the center and then on my forehead area where I want more coverage. What I do is apply the first layer on, let it sit for just a few minutes, and then go back in with the second layer, and that way it builds up and it grips on a little better. I'm going to be applying my concealer on with a brush. I have it right here on my little palette. And what I'm going to be doing is using more of like a peach based concealer first to color correct anything. And then I have another one that's a little bit more yellow to do some brightening. So with this one, I'm going to target this right in the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm also going to correct right here and then also pull up for a little like eye lifting effect. Lately, I've been loving using a brush to apply my concealer. It's just so much more precise. And I feel I'm able to spread the product around evenly, and I use less product too when I just use a brush like this. With the same concealer as well in the brush, I'm gonna actually tap this over the little marks that I wanted to cover. Just like that. So we're gonna move in with a beauty sponge and blend it out. Now, as I mentioned, if you are going for maximum coverage, I recommend pressing it on. If you really want it more sheer, you could either just like lightly buff it out or even take in a brush. The finish really all depends on that. So for me, coverage is my BFF. I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and press this on. And as I'm pressing, you can see I'm holding it pretty firm, but by pressing it, it's just kind of like moving it. How do I explain this to you guys? Okay, so it's pressing it and it's lightly moving it, but it's not lifting it. Like we're just kind of like pressing it into place. We're moving off the line of demarcation so that it looks nice and seamless. And then the same thing on the forehead, around the nose area. This way you're kind of gonna be a little careful, but I recommend going in with the brush and we're just going to tap it into place. So for a little extra highlighting, I'm now gonna go in with a lighter concealer and apply this to the high points of my face, so to the forehead, chin area, and then underneath of my eyes, not directly underneath, but just kind of to the area that you see me pouncing the sponge in. I'm gonna go in with this cream bronzer from Anastasia in Beverly Hills. It is called Caramel, whichever way you like to pronounce it, and I have been going through this like crazy. I'm gonna take a nice little stippling brush to stipple this on my skin. So I'm going to stipple this on, and I'm going up pretty high, kind of like into my temples. Oh my God, I already did so much for my face right there. Just really warms it up nicely. Ooh, I love it. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into setting my complexion. This is one of the most important steps in my makeup routine. If I do not set, my makeup will not wear nicely. It will not look like this at the end of the day. I'm gonna look like I ran 20 miles. It's gonna be coming off. Like you guys already know, the hot mess express that happens when you don't set your makeup. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to set your skin with Makeup Forever's Ultra HD Matte Setting Powders. I am so excited to introduce these powders to you guys because they are amazing. I have been wearing setting powder for so many years. Ever since I got introduced to my life, I don't think that I have gone a makeup look without setting. With the amount of products that I layer on, it's essential to set the look. If you don't set it, it's gonna move around, it's gonna transfer, the list goes on of things that can happen. So these powders right here have an amazing 24-hour wear on them. They really hold and lock the makeup in. They are sweat proof, smudge proof, waterproof, meaning they will not budge. They will not come off until you are ready to remove your makeup. On top of that, these powders help to blur the appearance of pores and imperfection, meaning it's gonna add like a nice smooth, soft focus effect to the skin. There's no flashback either, which is the best part about them. And they are available in 6 shades. So it goes all the way from vanilla to deep neutral. So you can mix and match them and you can use them in many different ways. So I'm gonna be using 2 different shades today for my look, one to set and then one to bake. Banana is great for anyone with light to medium skin tones, and this has a warm golden undertone. And then I'm gonna be using vanilla to bake underneath my eyes. This has a little bit more of a warm neutral undertone, so it's really gonna give that wow factor under here and any of the areas that I really want to bring light to. These powders also come with this nice velvet puff that I'm going to be using to set underneath, but for the all over setting, I'm just going to go in with a brush. So let's go ahead and get started on setting the skin. I'm going to use banana, so I'm going to go in with this large brush and just start tapping it around. You're going to see it instantly just mattifies the skin. Compared to where it was to now, look at the difference. And then for the skin, just going to tap it. So this side right here, as you can see, it's nice and matte, it's set. This side is not set. Just want you guys to kind of see the difference in that. Now moving on to the next side. Something I like about this powder as well for setting all over is that it feels so weightless. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin, which is the best part about it because I am on that normal to dry side, so I don't like my skin feeling tight or sucked in. I honestly look airbrushed. And you saw just a little bit goes a long way. Like there's still powder left in here. So what I'm doing is picking it up, and whatever's left is what I'm just kind of tapping. Kind of slapping it if you really think about it, because I'm like hitting my face with it. So now I'm gonna move into the shade Vanilla to bake these under eyes. This is my favorite step. I feel like this transforms my face. So I'm just adding it onto this puff that it comes with. I'm just going to press and work side to side. Let me tell you, when I buff it away, ooh, chef's kiss on it. It's amazing. I'm also gonna press it into the forehead area to set this. While this is baking, I'm gonna jump off camera and do these brows because they take a while. Ooh, brows. Brows are on. We still gotta do a little cleanup, but this is good for now. I actually have been loving doing my cleanup after my eyeshadow. I feel like I use less product and it doesn't look so carved out, but it still looks nice and clean. So I'll show you guys how to do that in just a bit. But we're now gonna move into my eyeshadow, and today we're gonna be using the Transitions palette from Dominique Cosmetics. I love the color story in here. I love the pan size, and I also like that it's all matte. So it's great for a look like this. So what I'm gonna do is go in with the color Blushing and apply that into the crease of the eye. So I'm gonna add this right into the inner corner of the eye and just work back and forth. This is kind of just carving it out. Same color, but just a little bit more of a flatter blending brush. I'm gonna focus this right on the crease of the eye. So now I'm just taking in that brush that I showed just a minute ago to carve this area out a little more. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade Natural. That is one of the lighter shades from the palette. So we're just gonna tap back and forth, side to side, and then lightly up. You don't need to carve it out either because this is like a pretty natural, everyday kind of look. If you end up carving it out, it's gonna look a little bit more dramatic. I also like taking this into the inner corner, and then I also taking it over here. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade Hazelnut and Coffee Beans and create an eyeliner with this. So what I'm gonna do is go in with Mocha first, which is like the lighter brown, and lightly just create a wing with this, like a very, very light wing. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Coffee Bean and grab a little bit of setting spray, pretty much liquefy that powder to make it look more like a liquid eyeliner. And I'm going to create a very, very small wing with that first brush we use, and the shade Mocha, we're gonna tap over it and it's gonna create that smoky effect. I am obsessed. This is honestly my favorite eye look to do. It's just so easy, just 3 eyeshadows. We use 4, but technically 3 eyeshadows is really all you need for this. So now what I'm gonna do is dust away the powder. This is like the magical part of this look. This is when everything really just comes to life. So as you can see, I'm not like going in crazy. I am pressing and lightly just kind of flicking off the excess amount of powder that may be sitting around. And look at those under eyes. Nice, bright, smooth. Powder was sitting on for a little bit too because I had to do my brows and then my under eyes, but even though it sat on a little longer, it still didn't settle in. I will link down the powders below if you guys are interested. They are available now. Now we gotta complete this makeup look so we can really see it all come together. Next, I'm gonna set my skin with some setting spray. I am a setting spray kind of person and I do like 3 rounds. So I'm gonna set this real quick now that we've got that all in. I don't have a fan anymore. I do, but they're all dead. So we're just gonna fan with the mirror. Hope I don't smack myself in the face. Next, I'm gonna go in and apply some blush. We're gonna be using this one from Sigma. It is part of their new Cinderella collection. The color is called Ever After. It's like a nice peach color. I am a blush lover, so I definitely load up on the blush application. I'm gonna take it up pretty high, kind of into the temples and forehead. We're getting that all rosy glow all over. But let's go ahead and wrap up these eyes. I'm now gonna take in the Rare Beauty mascara and add a little bit of volume to my lashes. Actually, my first time using this mascara. So far, I'm actually really impressed. All right, so to really complete the eyes, you guys already know, we gotta add a little lash. And I'm gonna show you guys a little trick that I've been doing for a while. I really feel like this pulls and emphasizes the shape of my eye. We're gonna pretty much place this in the center, but at the corner lash, we're gonna lightly place it higher so that it kind of goes with the wing liner. I'm gonna go ahead and place the eyelash right in the center of the eye, just like that. And then now I'm going to take the corner and lightly go up higher with it. We're making it kind of go up with the wing so that it pulls it. So now for the next side, same thing, just placing the lash right in the center. And then this side, we're taking it up a little higher. Honestly, another trick I can give you guys about lashes when you apply them on is to make sure that your glue is really, really nice and tacky so that it sticks right on and it's not sliding around. So I pour a little out and let it sit for just a few minutes. And that way when you go in to apply it on, it just sticks. Okay, I'm doing a quick little under eyebrow cleanup as I mentioned. So I add it right to the center. Lightly move it forward, there on the side. And then just grab any clean brush that you have and lightly press it in. And it just kind of melts into the eyeshadow. It's not as intense as how I normally cover up my eyebrows. It's a lot softer, but it definitely brings like a nice brightening to this area. Lastly, this part's optional, but I like to add a little bit of shadow underneath of my eyes. So going in with that same color that I use in the transition, I'm gonna pick up a pencil brush and I'm just going to smoke this. Lastly, just a little mascara for the lower lashes. So the last and final step in today's makeup tutorial is a lip color, and I have a Fire Bomb lip combo that's perfect for fall time. We're gonna be using these 2 shades right here. The first one is this lip pencil in the shade Cork from MAC Cosmetics, and then this matte liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors, also in the shade Cork as well. So I'm lining my lip all over, just starting at the bottom and then the top, and then just slightly blending the light in. You guys know I love to overdraw, so I'm just going a little bit over my natural lip line. And then after I'm done applying it on, I am taking the pencil and just buffing it all over the lip. You can also blend it in with the brush, but I think with the pencil, it's just so much easier. All right, everyone, that is it for today's makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this whole look go down. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. It's one of those looks that I just feel so polished. I feel so pretty, and I really think it's a beautiful look. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know down below. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and thank you to Makeup Forever for partnering with me in today's video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.